It's been more than 1 year and you still feel like you haven't moved on. You still feel like your life is not the way it used to feel. You're confused. You've done everything you imagined you had to do. You got yourself together, you got yourself a new job, you went to the gym, you did all the self-improvement you can think of, and still you feel like you're unable to let go of your ex. Now, I want to start off by saying that it's absolutely normal. It's okay that you feel like this. It's really not a problem, okay? I know that you feel like it is. I know that you are worried. I know that you probably feel like something's wrong with you, but I'm here to tell you that there is absolutely nothing wrong with you, okay? It's totally normal that even after a year or even more, you still feel that there is something missing. You still feel like you can't fully feel comfortable within your own skin, like something's off. Okay, it's totally normal. All right, you don't have to worry about this, okay, because by worrying about it you will perpetuate the problem, and you don't want to worry about the worrying also. Okay, I'm not saying this to make you worry about the fact that you're worrying that you're unable to move on. I'm saying this to make you understand that it's totally normal. Okay, I have been there myself. I can totally relate to what you feel. Okay, I've been through horrible breakups, and a few of them took me many months to move past. Okay, and a few of them still linger in my mind. Okay, sometimes I still think of ex-partners, ex-girlfriends of mine, but the pain is not as intense anymore. Okay, and I firmly believe that it's a great thing that you focus on your self-improvement. Okay, take a moment to look at yourself. All right, take a moment to look at yourself from when the breakup happened until now, okay? All the work you've put in, all the things you've done, okay? Take a moment to reflect on that and appreciate it, okay? Because I know that part of you probably did all the self-improvement in order for you to perhaps get her back or get him back, okay? And while that is okay, it's important to understand that you want to shift your mindset from doing all these things in order to be a better person for your ex-partner, for her, okay? You're still doing things for her. Subconsciously, she's still in your mind, okay? Him or she, it doesn't matter, okay? Whether you're a girl or a guy. I'm just talking about male, female, because that's just my personal experience, okay? So it's easier for me to talk about these things. But you want to understand that all the self-improvement you've done, okay? Getting a new job, going to the gym, eating more healthy, journaling, meditation, you've done everything. Okay, that is not for her. Okay, that is not for your ex-partner. That is for you. All right, and once you start making this shift, once you start making this crucial mindset shift, that you are no longer doing things for her, but you're doing things for you. Okay, you're doing things for yourself. That is when things will really start to change. Okay, because, and again, I come from personal experience. I was you. Okay, I was doing all the self-improvement simply to get her back, simply to become the better man that she would feel sorry about losing. Okay, on a subconscious level, that was what I was trying to do. I wanted to regain her approval, because without her approval, I am a nobody. Okay, so I worked hard on myself to regain her approval. But that actually causes the complete opposite effect, because of course, when you're doing things to become the person you think they want, okay, you're still doing things for them, and of course you still feel empty inside. In that case, of course you still feel like something's missing, because you're not doing it for you, you're doing it for them, but they're not there. So of course you still feel like this, and it's okay. It took me a long time to understand this. It took me a long time to realize that I was still doing the self-improvement not for myself but for her. Okay, but this exercise is going to help you shift your mindset. Okay, so take a moment, really think back to when the breakup happened and now, and all the improvements you have made, all the work you've put in, the changes, the transformation. You are a totally, completely different person now. Okay, you're a completely different person, and it's not for her. Imagine if you could shift the perspective from doing things for her to doing these things for you. Okay, you are taking care of yourself for the mere sake of taking care of yourself, making yourself a better person for you. okay? Because you want to live a better life. You want to improve yourself. You want to be a better person overall. Because this is going to help you, make you feel better about yourself. This is going to help you to attract another person, a person that is more aligned with the new version of you. Because think about this. The relationship is finished like more than a year ago, okay? It's in the past. Even if you would get back together, okay? Even if that would happen. And I'm not saying this to give you the hope, because it's way better to accept that it's never gonna happen, okay? Let it go fully. And I know it's difficult. I know it's very difficult. I struggled with this myself for many, many months, okay? But if you still think that it would be possible to get back together, the relationship is never going to be the same. Never. It's a year in between. Think back to people you might have not spoken to for a year. They're a completely different person. You are a completely different person, okay? You went through all these changes. The relationship, if you were to get back together, is going to be a completely different relationship, a new relationship. And you don't know if it's going to be good, or if it's going to be bad, or if it's going to actually still resonate with you. You don't know that, okay? She is also a completely different person, okay? When a relationship ends, all right, it is never going to be the same again after that. Never, ever. It's going to be a new relationship, okay? So understanding that you becoming a better person is a good thing, not for her, not for your ex-partner, but for you, okay? And again, it's totally normal to still think about your ex-partner. It's still normal to want to improve yourself, to regain that approval, because on a subconscious level, our egos are also hurt, okay? Because we gain so much validation from them, okay? We gain so much validation that when that validation is no longer there, even after a year, okay, we still crave that validation, that acknowledgement, that acceptance, like you are a good person. But you are a good person, okay? You are a fantastic person, and you are an even better person now than you were then, because you did all the improvement, okay? You learn new habits, new activities, new business, whatever it may be, whatever self-improvement you have engaged in, that is fantastic. You're now a better person, and you're not a better person for her, you're a better person for yourself, okay? And now the next step is to really accept that it's over. You have to let go of the hope, because the hope is keeping you stuck, okay? You will have to let go of the hope. And it's hard, it's difficult. I know it is. It's scary, okay? Sometimes you even feel like it's some kind of betrayal even. You let that person down. You leave them behind. But it's not about that, okay? It's better for you and it's better for them. You guys broke up and it's a year past, more than a year. You're two totally different people, okay? You're a better person now. Hey, it's time to let go. It's time to let go of the hope. I'm serious. You will have to let go of the hope, because it's keeping you stuck. And it's not easy. It really isn't. And it's absolutely normal to struggle with that. It really is, okay? But how would I say this? If you don't conquer the fear of letting go of the hope, because the reason why it's scary is because you fear that you will never feel the same way again. You fear that you will never have a relationship that is as intense as that one, okay? And that might, quite frankly, be the case, because relationships are unique, okay? You can't replicate a relationship. It's impossible. It's totally different people, different time. You are different, they are different. It's never going to be the same. You will have to accept that. We humans, we love situations that feel familiar, all right? But it's not going to feel familiar, because you are totally different people. So even if you get back together, what you want is that feeling of familiarity, that feeling of intensity. But it's not going to be the same, because it's a new relationship, okay? So instead of doing things for your ex-partner, becoming better for your ex-partner, become better for you. And you are a beautiful person. I'm here to tell you that you're a beautiful person, because you are self-aware. You are actually putting in the work, okay? You're suffering from this. You're thinking about these things, and you feel like you're weird because you're unable to let go. But because your ex-partner is no longer interested in you, or because your relationship is no longer there, that doesn't mean that you're a bad person, okay? That you don't matter, that you're unworthy. That doesn't mean none of that. None of that. None of that. It simply means that the relationship ended and you guys were not meant for each other anymore. That's a totally unimportant fact. It's not loaded with judgment. It doesn't say anything about you or them, okay? It simply is. The relationship no longer is. And it's time to let go of the hope. You gotta understand that the hope is keeping you stuck. And it's fine, you will still struggle with that. It's going to take a while, and it's okay. It's okay that it takes a while, all right? But at some point you will have to really let go of the hope, because it's never going to be the same. And you long for the familiar feeling, but it's not there anymore. It's impossible to get back to that feeling. It is impossible. It's not going to happen. So you have to accept that, and give yourself some credit, okay? Give yourself some credit for all the work you've put in, for all the improvement you've made. Because when you really do this exercise and you look back, you will realize how much improvement you've made. That's incredible, okay? That shows that you have the dedication, that you are really willing to put in the work to improve yourself. Not many people want to do that, okay? A lot of people keep themselves stuck. They want to stay in the victim mentality. They don't improve themselves. They wallow in self-pity, and I've been there, okay? For a few months I was just wallowing in self-pity. Absolutely disgusting, okay? I was just playing the victim, not doing anything, okay? I can speak from experience. But then at some point you get tired of yourself and you start improving yourself, and you work on becoming better. And that is a profound thing, and that proves that you are a great person that wants to improve themselves. So the only thing you need is now letting go of the hope and making sure that you understand that the improvement is not for them, it's for you. You are now a better person. Your life is so much better now, okay? That would have never happened if the relationship didn't end, because you would have been stuck in the same structure, the same habits, the same patterns. You would have never reached the point that you're at now. And I know that sometimes you feel like you're at an even lower point, or you feel weird, or you feel unable to move on, okay? Absolutely normal, absolutely okay. You are not a bad person for that, and you're not a bad person because the relationship is over, okay? She didn't lie when she told you that she liked you, okay? It's not because the relationship is over that she lied at that moment when you were together, okay? It's none of that. You are a good person, and you were a good person, and perhaps you did some things that you regret, okay? You're like stuck in your mind, and you kind of like worry that, oh, if only I did things differently. That's not what is, okay? That's not the reality. You did those things, and she did those things, or they did those things, okay? And that is how it's supposed to be, because now you can learn the lessons, you can start recognizing the patterns, okay? And you can work on yourself, and you can resolve these issues. You can heal the wounds, you can heal the patterns, okay? And you can move past it, and you will be able to move past it. Trust me, you will be able to move past this. And you want to give it time. Give yourself the time, okay? Even if it takes more than a year, who cares? A year in a life is nothing, okay? And you might, judge yourself for, oh, but it was only a few months, but it was really, really intense, okay? Maybe it was super, super intense. Okay, give yourself the time. It's not a race, okay? You don't need to hurry up this process. You don't want to keep yourself stuck there, okay? You don't want to continue to stay in the same loops over and over again, because that is going to perpetuate the issue, okay? You want to become aware of these behaviors, these thought loops. And don't worry about being in these thought loops also, because that is going to make it worse, okay? So stop worrying in general. Just focus on your craft, focus on improving yourself, focus on connecting with other people, okay? You are a social person, okay? And even if you don't feel like you are, you can work on social skills, okay? You can really learn to make friends. I have a lot of videos here about that on the channel, so you can go watch those if you're interested in learning these skills, all right? So I'm here to tell you that it's totally okay that you feel like this, okay? You gotta let go of the hope. You have to let go of the hope, because otherwise you will stay stuck there, okay? So work on letting go of the hope. Understand that even if you would get back together, it's a completely new relationship, so it's not going to feel familiar. And that is the feeling you crave, the feeling of familiarity, the same sensations, the same emotions you used to feel, okay? But those are no longer there. So understand it, accept that, and then realize that all the self-improvement that you're doing is for you. Okay, you're doing it for you. You want to live a better life. You want to feel better. You're not doing it for them. Okay, you're doing it for you. And once you really come to know this, okay, you have to know this in the heart. You can know all these things in your mind, but that doesn't solve the problem. That doesn't solve your problem. I know that because I've been there. I knew it in my mind, but I didn't feel it. Okay, give yourself the time. It's okay. You're not a bad person. It's okay to feel like this. It's okay to still struggle with these things. It's totally alright. Okay, you will move past this eventually. And you know, you're a beautiful person. You want to work on yourself, and you are. And that is something to be proud of. So be proud of yourself. Give yourself at least some credit. Give yourself some credit. Look back, see all the changes you've made, all the improvement, everything that changed during this time that would have never happened if the breakup didn't happen. So this was exactly what you needed. Okay, the universe doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you need, and this was exactly what you needed. And if you can remind yourself of that, okay, it will make things so much easier. Okay, so I hope that helped, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I am here to help you. I want you to feel supported and not alone with these feelings, because I know what it feels like to go through this, and I would never want you to feel alone with this. Okay, guys, so I want to thank you for your attention, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.